Have you ever found yourself doubting your abilities, feeling like you don't truly deserve your success, and worrying that others will eventually see through your facade? If so, you're definitely not alone in this experience. Today, we are tackling a topic that affects countless individuals across all walks of life: imposter syndrome. As the renowned author Dr. Valerie Young states, imposter syndrome is not just about feeling inadequate, it's about feeling like you don't belong. And eventually, it affects your self confidence. Welcome back to our theme of self confidence this week. We are in the series of 100 Days of Self Coaching. And in this episode, we'll explore the roots of imposter syndrome, share some personal stories and strategies to overcome those nagging doubts, and empower you to embrace your true worth. So, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a creative professional, or simply navigating life's challenges, this episode is designed for you. Let's dive in and reclaim our confidence. Let's start by understanding imposter syndrome. What is it? It is characterized by persistent feelings of self-doubt, inadequacy, and a fear of being exposed as an incapable despite evident success and accomplishments. It can affect anyone regardless of their level of achievement and is often accompanied by anxiety and stress. Some points to consider. The term imposter phenomenon was first coined in 1978 by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes. They found that high achieving women often felt like imposters, believing their success was due to luck rather than their abilities. Common experiences: many successful individuals, including celebrities and leaders, have openly discussed their struggles with imposter syndrome, illustrating that it is a widespread phenomenon. And what is the impact of imposter syndrome? Understanding how imposter syndrome affects self perception is crucial for overcoming it. The individuals who experience imposter syndrome often doubt their abilities. They may believe that their achievements are undeserved and that they are not as competent as others perceive them to be. They fear exposure. A constant fear of being found out can lead to anxiety and avoidance of new opportunities, which further reinforces feelings of inadequacy. They may attribute to their success to external factors such as luck or timing, or rather recognizing their skills and hard work. How is self-perception important? Improving self-perception is essential for building self-confidence. When individuals can recognize and appreciate their abilities, they are more likely to take risks and pursue opportunities and embrace challenges. By addressing imposter syndrome, individuals can shift their self perception from one of doubt to the one of empowerment. Let's see some tips and strategies to overcome this imposter syndrome, as now we know that what is it. The first one is to acknowledge your feelings. The first step in overcoming the imposter syndrome is acknowledgement of feelings of self-doubt. Recognize that It's a common experience, and that many successful people share these feelings. Journaling about your thoughts can help you process and understand them better. Reframe negative thoughts, challenging negative thoughts associated with imposter syndrome. Instead of thinking, I don't deserve this success, reframe it to, I have worked hard to achieve this and I'm capable. This cognitive restructuring can help shift your mindset. Seeking feedback, reaching out to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues for feedback on your performance. Often, others can provide a more accurate perspective on your abilities than you can see yourself. Sharing your feelings with supportive individuals can also help normalize your experiences. We have repeated this tip again and again and again in many of our episodes. Celebrate your achievements, celebrate small wins. Keeping a record of your accomplishments, no matter how small, can help. Regularly reviewing this list to remind yourself of your capabilities and successes. Celebrating your achievements reinforces your self-worth and combats feelings of inadequacy. Engage in self-compassion. Our next whole episode will be on self-compassion and care, and this is one of the tips to overcome imposter syndrome. Practicing self-compassion by treating yourself with kindness and understanding when you experience self-doubt. Acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes and that imperfection is a part of being human. This can help elevate the pressure you place on yourself. We have some real life examples of the people who have overcome imposter syndrome, and let's see, they have illustrated their journey of overcoming this. Michelle Obama, in her memoir Becoming, Michelle Obama candidly discusses her struggles with imposter syndrome, particularly during her time as First Lady. She shares how she learned to embrace her accomplishments and the importance of surrounding herself with supportive individuals who believed in her. Emma Watson, the actress and activist, has spoken openly about her experiences with imposter syndrome, especially when transitioning from her role as Hermione Granger in very famous Harry Potter movie to adult roles. And Watson emphasizes the importance of acknowledging these feelings and finding ways to empower oneself through education and advocacy. Some expert insight on this topic, which can deepen our understanding of imposter syndrome. Dr. Valerie Young, an expert on the topic, emphasizes that the key to overcoming imposter syndrome lies in changing the way we think about our abilities. She suggests that we focus on our growth and learning rather than perfection. Dr. Young also highlights the importance of finding mentors and role models who can provide guidance and reassurance. Engaging with others who have faced similar challenges can help you realize that you are not alone in your feelings. I want to share my situation here. So I don't feel incapable or a fraud or something, but there have been too many instances where I have done something in a professional life, when I was in office, or in personal life. And people have acknowledged me, people have actually appreciated me. So, and it had happened more in professional life when I was working for this company, and I would do something, and my managers, uh, my MD, my chairman would actually appreciate and acknowledge me in front of many people. uh, but deep down I would think this was a very common thing to do, or very easy thing to do, a very common thing to think on. It's no rocket science. Then why am I being given excellent on my reports, or you know too much acknowledgement or too much appreciation? So probably I didn't think that work deserved an excellent comment. However, the other person did. For me it was easy, but uh, that was a blind spot for me, that I didn't see that it wasn't easy for everyone. And when I do it, it seems like the other four people couldn't do and I did it, so I used to get the excellent. This sits similar to here in imposter syndrome, but just instead of feeling incapable, I used to feel that it's not a rocket science, it's not that hard, that so much of appreciation is coming for something like this. Let's take a moment to hear from one of our listeners, Keisha. She recently shared her experience with imposter syndrome as she transitioned into a new role at work. Keisha felt overwhelmed by self doubt despite her qualifications, fearing that she wouldn't measure up to her colleagues. But after listening to our previous episode on confidence building, Keisha decided to reach out for support. And we had a coaching session and we had an open conversation about her feelings, which helped her realize that many others shared similar doubts. And this acknowledgement empowered Keisha to take small steps like volunteering for projects that excited her and ultimately boosting her confidence over time. Keisha's story is a testament to the power of connection and action in overcoming imposter syndrome. As we conclude this episode, consider these self-coaching questions as you work to overcome your imposter syndrome. What specific situations trigger my feelings of imposter syndrome, and how can I prepare myself mentally for them? Reflect on past experiences where self-doubt surfaced and consider strategies to combat those feelings in future. What achievements am I proud of that I often downplay or dismiss? You can list accomplishments that deserve recognition and remind yourself of your capabilities. Who can I talk to about my feelings of self-doubt to gain perspective and support? What actions can I take this week to step outside my comfort zone and challenge my limiting beliefs? You can set specific goals for taking action that align with your aspirations while pushing through discomfort. As we are wrapping up today's episode on overcoming imposter syndrome, remember that these feelings are not a reflection of your abilities, but rather a sign that you are challenging yourself and growing. Embracing your accomplishments and sharing your struggles can transform self-doubt into empowerment. Let's commit to recognizing our worth and supporting each other in this journey. You have every right to take up space in this world. Don't let imposter syndrome hold you back from achieving your dreams. I hope you have found this episode useful, and please share it with friends or colleagues who might benefit from overcoming their own imposter syndrome. And join our community by subscribing to our podcast for more empowering content. And let's continue this journey together. Your voice matters.